How should a developer typically approach towards programming in Java as a beginner and later as an experienced developer?
Yes, that's a very good question, and typically what I see is when programmers get into the industry or when they are being interviewed, they have absolutely no idea about the Java documentation. The Java library documentation is the most important tool for a programmer learning about Java technologies. In many institutions across the country, the Java documentation is not even introduced during their college education. So the programmers are completely clueless. The programmers or the developers as students, they mug up the programs, they by heart the programs, or they just use the classes or methods based on their instinct or based on the cursive help that is provided in the IDE or the SDK. But that's not really the correct way of approaching Java programming. You need to take help of Java documentation. You need to know how to read the Java documentation correctly. There are different sections in the Java documentation like packages, then classes, and then the class and the method descriptions. A student who's learning Java technology should practice that, and the faculties who are teaching Java technologies should explain students how to use the documentation and should even allow the students to use it in the examination, because after all, the students need to prove themselves in how to put a logic using Java programming, not really mugging up the syntax or the methods or the parameters. It can be easily referred through IDE help or in the documentation. So that's point number one. Point number two is there are standard libraries and packages which are provided by the Java platform, like Java SE, Java E. So there's like standard packages libraries like java.io, java.util, java.lang, java.net, and java.awt, and so on and so forth. But there are third-party libraries which are very important for the programmers to know where to look for, where to search and integrate. Like for example, if I'm using HTTP connection, HTTP URL connection, I have to use org.apache.star packages. If I need a program to read an XML file and convert it into an object, I need to use org.w3c.dom package kind of thing. So the programmers need to know as they grow as an experienced professional how to use third-party libraries which are not part of the standard Java SE, Java E or Java ME description or the listing of the libraries in the Java documentation, but how to use these third-party libraries. That is what the programmer should know about as they grow into seniority levels of development.